Alright, welcome back everyone. We are still here with our moon punch. No, actually the fat docker, that's what it is. And that's an app name. We are still here floating above Kerbin. It's beautiful. You can see that's me. That's my space station core. I'm slowly floating towards it, I believe. So that's okay. And that's the sun here. Now, this final part is very, very precautious. And I've done it only once. So... that's fun. Now, as I showed you before, this little area, the pink here on the map, that's where that station is pointing at. Now, I want to get a little bit closer. So, in essence, what I want to do is get my green dot to align with his pink dot, right? So, we're just going to use ICS for this, and you can see I burn on this side so that I slowly get closer. Now, at the same time, I'm speeding up, so I'm going to have to do this a bit quick without talking, because else I'm going to crash into him. We're now moving at him at 1.6 meters a second. Now that's not too bad, but as you can see, it's only 100, so I'll be there quite soon. Now I'm just going to brake a little bit now, and this will just take getting used to. So if we brake here, I think it will go exactly there. Now we brake a bit more, and you can see we move away from it. Ideally you want to brake exactly on that line, but when it's not really a line like this, you're gonna have to help it around a little bit. Right, so there we go. That's pretty good. We want to give it a bit more, because see, we're still rapidly closing in. So now we're still coming in. We don't want that. Maybe okay, 0.0. We're now exactly going the same speed, or so slow that we won't notice anything really. So what we're going to do is we want to go to the space station. No, actually what we can do is get a bit closer, I reckon. We're still a bit far away. So, oh, I didn't set it as a target. That's why it's messed up. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Why can I not help? Okay. Oh, okay, this is bad. Flying away from it. No, actually we're going towards it. That's weird. Weird stuff is happening. Alright, so I want to just give it a little bit of a push this way. Ah, there we go. There's my reticule. Alright, so a bit more of a push. So we're going to keep going towards it, and that's fine, because we're not far away, but we're not too close either. So I really would like to brake a little bit soon. Now this, you have to be careful. This, you have to do it slow. Now, yeah, if you've done it a lot before, you can go faster. I'm sure you can, but I can't. Now the other problem we have is that the space station core is actually moving. That's not a good thing. Now, if you've got the brackets, you can actually control your between the ships, which is kind of handy. Now we've got the SS on, but it still sort of flips around a bit sometimes. Now where is my ship? Where is my ship? That's weird. Am I just blind or what? Oh, whoa, there we go. Right, so we want to come in to this port here, this docking port here. Right? Because these are a little bit harder because of these solar panels. We don't want to bump into them, because we'll absolutely blow them off. And of course, I don't know, this is just a bit more difficult. I think this is the easiest one, probably. So you can see that we're probably going to have to move down a bit and then go in. The other thing I could do, right, is click that. Double click that, sorry. And we can use our RCS, well, we don't have RCS, is to move this towards that. We can do that as well. However, you have to be careful when you do this. When you control both ships at the same time, it's a bit tricky. Right, so we're going to hold that there. Now that's not going to perfectly hold it, but that's okay. Right, so I'm going to press this again. Now we can right click on the docking port, and we can say set as target. So instead of the space station, the docking port is our target now, which will give us a bit more control over exactly what we're doing. Now we're moving in a bit fast for my liking, so I want to slow down just a tad bit. Now 0.2 is pretty decent, although I would like to go in a bit slower even. Uh-oh, what have I done? Am I going backwards? No, I'm still closing in. Very slowly, but we're still closing it. Now, how are we closing? You can see it. It's a bit hard to see sometimes. Now, we want to open this actually. So just right click on it and click open shield. There we go. Right, so these two are sort of magnetic. Once they sort of get close, they will sort of connect very slowly. It takes a while, but right, so we're still getting a little bit close. I might want to give a little poof of power. Maybe a bit more than a poof. Right, so you can see we're not actually pointing directly towards that target, which is a bit of a problem. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, we're now moving at a speed of 0.2 meters a second. That's not too bad, really. We might not break anything off if we do that. Now, as you can see, even just moving sideways with this will affect my ship at this point, because the differences are so minuscule. You know, we're gonna have to be really careful with anything you do. As you can see, we're getting very close at the moment. And I'm sure some people can do it a lot faster than I can, but I'm happy just being here and making sure I don't ball it up completely by breaking off that ship or something, you know, because that happens. Trust me, that happens. So moving at 0.1 meters, we're going pretty well. I reckon we can probably speed up just a teensy bit, and that's always my problem because I'm not patient. This will take me about 10 seconds or more. Sorry, 100 seconds, which is, to my liking, is a bit too slow. So we go double the speed. Now you see we're not properly lined up, but that's okay. As long as we aim directly at that thing, it will snap us onto it, supposedly. So let's see what we're doing, right? So we're getting very close now. I'm actually fucking it up completely. Sorry for the bad language. I told you before. I usually don't do this. Now we can press SAS on. That will help us a little bit as well. Oh. Is it docking us? Is it docking us? That's a question. Now it's going to dance around each other a little bit. It looks as though we are not docked yet, because you can see it in your stages. Is it doing it or not? That's a question. I give it a little bit of a push, maybe. Up. Up. Come on. I would like to turn around a little bit. So we can always try this. No, see, it's trying to autocorrect me, which I don't want, actually. Now I want you to autocorrect me. So it's trying to autocorrect this ship as well. Now I'm not completely straight, that's the problem. It's quite a finicky process, really. Or maybe it's just me. that could happen. Now what we can do is maybe look at it from here, and this is where the other RCS controls really help. And where my problem mainly comes from. Now that looks pretty straight to me. Oh yeah, now it's wriggling about a bit, and this should connect, I reckon. Come on. Oh, come on. Do it. It wriggles and it wriggles and it does it. Not yet, no. Actually, let's have a look from the side. It does look like I should be connected, really. It is set as the target as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that was the engine, whoops. No, that was not what I was looking for. Right, so I'm not sure what exactly is happening. See, it's still ticking me against that. Oh, there we go. Now we got it. So we are now connected. We are now literally one ship. So you see, we've got Bertree and Newford and Gildan, which were in this ship. And then if we click the arrow, we've got Bill and Bob, both there as well. So that is pretty nice. We have now successfully docked with our space station. So that looks pretty cool as well. Now, the cool things you can do, these are very simple things, of course, because we don't have anything special in space. But one of the cool things you can do is if you alt-right click on one of these tanks, for example, you can see liquid fuel in the oxidizer. And then we say, for example, we right click on this tank right here, and it'll open above. Now I probably have to zoom out a little bit. Let's do that again. Again, everything is in a way. Very nice. Now, we can say, okay, well, we probably need a bit more fuel to get back in. So we can say we're going to transfer out all our fuel from this tank to this tank. and the oxidizer as well. Which will mean that this thing is absolutely useless at the moment. Because there's nothing in there. But we've got a lot of fuel here now. We don't want that because we've got enough in here. So let's pump a bit more fuel back in. I reckon maybe about 100 will do. And also some oxidizer. Probably a bit more than 100. Maybe 150 or so. And that will get that ship home, I reckon. Pretty easily. Now, you can do the same thing with crew members as well, supposedly. I've never done that, so we'll see. Transfer, no, that's for the oh, maybe you can't actually. I thought you could. I guess what you can do is you can let someone out and then, you know, switch them around. So actually, let's do that. Let's get let's see who's happy. You know, we need to find a happy person. Okay, then oh, none of them is happy with my driving apparently, or my flying. No, depends on how you want to say it. Ooh, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I reckon that we're gonna skip. We're gonna get Bertree out, right? So he's sort of flying about now. Just turn his jetpack on, and oh god, I can't fly this thing for the world, for the life of me. So control goes down, shift makes you go up. So he came out of here. So what we want to do is we want to move him here, right? Grab that, and just hold on there for a sec, right? We can shift, we can change again with this, and let's get Bob out as well. So EVA, so he's there. He came out of this. We want to have him let go of that, and we want to transfer him to this ship instead, because this ship is a lot better for Bob. Bob is an independent mind. He wants to be in this ship, I reckon. So we can just sort of maneuver him here. I reckon it's about here, isn't it? Yep. So we can actually move up with him, and board the ship. So now Bob is in this ship. Oh, he's using a lot of RCS. That's not really nice, but that's okay. I can actually turn that off. Now we go back to Mr. What was his name? Mr. I don't know your name. And he is still walking here, and we can board that as well. So now he's in this ship. Pretty cool, isn't it? So those are some of the small things you can do. You can transfer electrical power. For example, we used 1 electrical charge, but these make a lot. So we could just say, whoa, 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 don't give power. That's going to end badly. I'll keep pressing shift by accident. To the land, the can has some electric charge and goes down, even though these are out. That's a bit weird. Oh, blocked by Kerbin. Oh, okay, there's no sun at the moment. Okay, that's fine. So we want to alt right click that, and then we want to, actually maybe this is a better idea. Yeah. So we want to transfer power from here, because they've got solar panels to recharge, into this ship here. Alright, I reckon I'll do it. We have successfully been here. We're going to let these bozos in there. We're not going to do anything that. Now we can just right click on this and say, no, not that, here, and say undock. So that will mean that this ship is now completely separate again. Now for some reason, it completely messed up actually. That's a little bit weird. Let's see. See, because we don't have these parts. Well, we have this part, but what is this? We don't have an engine at the moment. This engine... What the bloody blazes is happening? That's very weird. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Right, so it's a little bit weird. It mentions this engine twice, but that's okay. Right, so we successfully got rid of it. Now, let's just go here. Close the shield. Have less drag. Now, you can do this on the fly if you didn't know that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So that gives you a lot of flexibility, especially later on when you want to actually make and design a ship in space, which you can do. You know, you can make a massive space station, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So now we want to land. We all know the drill. We are just going to give us on the no, we'll do it on the apoapses. That's probably better. Just past that, we want to add a maneuver, slow down a ship. Oh, that might be a bit extreme. How much fuel am I going to burn? 800. It might be a bit extreme. Maybe, where will we land? Okay, well, that's pretty good. We'll probably land here, though. If I can guess properly. Oh, wow, we can actually move the whole maneuver around. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know that. So is our base, is it here somewhere? No, it's not, is it? It's a bit further. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We want to land. Let's go a bit faster still. We want to maybe land right about here would be nice. Right, so how much fuel left to go? Only 200. We're going to have so much fuel left, I reckon. Plenty. Right, so let's turn our SAS off. We're going to maneuver towards the blue dot as always. Which means we'll be firing the horizon. It's a bit weird. Oh yeah, the backwards, of course. Yeah, that's fine. Rightio, so right about there, that'll do. And I'll be in 7 minutes, so we're going to speed up time a little bit. Shoom. Estimated burn is 20 seconds, which should be pretty accurate, I reckon, this time. It's not always accurate. It's a little bit annoying sometimes, but it's okay. We'll burn an 8. Now, we don't have to listen to this. We can just burn already. It doesn't really matter because we just want to land, so that's just fine. Now, all we need to do is look at our periapses. And as soon as it goes to about under 60,000, you will probably land. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you will probably land. But I want to aim for maybe there. That'll do. And then probably we'll land here because the atmosphere will start dragging on us, which is not really calculated that well in this. So we'll probably land around here actually, or here maybe on the tip, which is pretty cool. So let's speed up time a bit. I always just speed this up. I'm not really worried about crashing or anything. I don't crash in generally. And we're just going to go and speed up, speed up, speed up. Now eventually this will slow down because we're going to get lower and lower. And I'll speed down even more. Now, oops, I kept my RCS on. So we're still at speed 4 times. Now, what you can do to help, whoa, you don't need to do that though, is just sit it right there, slow down time a little bit, or you don't have to, and just give it a bit of fuel. I mean, I have lots of fuel, so that also slows down a little bit. It's not in any way needed. It'll also mean that we'll crash a bit earlier than we initially thought. So let's detach this. And at 70,000 meters, we definitely should have pulled our parachutes already, but because we got 4, this will help. So, where are we going to land? There. Pretty close to where I thought, and that's actually pretty cool. I might have to fly there at some point. Hey, that's going to be our next mission. We can make a plane. I've never done that, and I'm very interested now. I should probably slow this down because my parachutes will soon start working. So we can open the shield if you want, you know, why not? It's maybe a bit more interesting. And go down a bit. I think we're pretty low here, so I reckon. Ooh, even with time warp that works pretty well. Nice. And we can speed it up. And see, I think 4 parachutes might have been a little bit of an overkill. It's okay though. All right, there we go. We landed safely on the planet Kerbin with Nilfred and Gildan, and apparently I'm missing someone. Where is this someone? Where? He's not in the space station core, is he? Because only 3 people can fit in there. So let's see. Only 1 person. What? Bill. Okay, Bill's in here. Okay, Bill. Who's in here? Oh, 3 of them now. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so I'm still missing 1 person. That's fine. He's probably just flying in space. We'll find him at some point floating nearby. But that will be all. This is pretty nice. Now you can use this for docking. That will change RCS to the WASD keys instead. I don't like using it because it just confuses the hell out of me. You know, I'd rather use the dedicated keys for that, which by default are H, N, I, J, K, and L, I think. So what you want to do is just shoot a spacecraft up into space and just try it. You know, that's the way I did it, and it worked pretty well. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of problems trying to do something like this. And again, I'm not an expert. You saw that it took me quite a while. And what I did was I just got a spaceship, got it into space with lots of RCS fuel, and just kept trying something, you know, just kept trying to go forwards, backwards, and all that. And the cool thing is, what you want to do is when you go into space, wait till you're in a perfect orbit and then eject your last fuel tank or something, so that you can have something where you can aim at and fly towards and stuff. That helped me quite a bit. And apart from that, it's just practice. I think like that went pretty well. Very slowly, but very well nonetheless. So what was happening here? I think something flew off the world. Whoa! What's that? It's weird. I'm landed, but it still gives me a new apoapsis as that flies out of the world. So we can close the shield and we can say end flight. No events whatsoever. That's a bit weird. I don't know why that is. It should at least say that it the stages and stuff. That's okay. Total distance traveled 400 meters. Okay. I think it's a little bit confused. It's okay. Right, so go back to the Space Center, and that was this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Next time, I reckon we'll start making space planes. I have never done that before, so it's going to be... I heard it's very difficult. I was watching a video a few weeks ago, and they said, oh, it looks easy, but it's actually harder than making a simple spacecraft. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. I'm going to make the most beautiful plane ever. That's what I can tell you. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.